Hey guys, I'm super excited. We've got Take Out Kings Edition 1 just about to go down. My name is Kuria, super excited. The whole idea, Take Out Kings, we get a bunch of guys together, we talk culture. So we talk stuff that's going on in the world, politics, whether it's music, whether it's art, whether it's faith, we throw all of that in there. But the other thing that we do that's really, really cool is every edition we get to sample some of Nairobi's absolute best takeout. And what we have is a bunch of kings and one very special queen on every one of our editions. Come with me, let me tell you who's on the show today.
Yep.
Take Out Kings Edition 1, we're ready to go. Let's see who our kings for the day are. Mr. Mook.com Thimba is with us today. We've got Gift, Mora as well. We've got our queen for the day. Greetings.
I'm still a king.
You're still a king? Okay. You want to go with that? That's Linda Nyangweso, media darling, and Mr. Mugabe. I call him Mr. Mugabe because he's from Zimbabwe.
Are you with me?
TC.
Long live. So today we're actually sampling one of my favorite restaurants. It's called Wings, Kenya. It's a new restaurant. It's been around for under 1 year. It's right by Lavington, Othaya. It's called Quick Mat Mall, right on Othaya, close to. It's brilliant, and then this thing that they do with buffalo wings.
Buffalo wings.
Tell them about buffalo
I'm joking, bro. I'm joking.
Who knows the origins of buffalo wings here?
From Buffalo.
From Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo, New York.
Oh, that's where it's from.
Yeah. So in the 60s, there was like a couple, Frank and Teresa.
Why do you know all this?
How do you know
Well,
the
listen,
name?
You just sit around Googling wings.
They ordered chicken, and then this guy's delivered a truck full of wings. And then they actually made wings. The wife didn't want it to go to waste. Made wings, and they're brilliant. In fact, in 1977, on the 29th of July, was declared a National Wings Day because of buffalo wings from New York, the Anchor restaurant.
But you're saying
Come on,
but I thought you said
No, I'm not impressed by how much you
I
know
thought you
about
said that they
wings.
made them by
That's a
mistake.
lot.
No, it was an accidental discovery.
So Wings Kenya, thank you so much for providing the meal for Edition 1 Takeout King. What's going on in the world around us? What's fresh? What's new? What's happening?
Well, 159, he did it. Can we talk about that?
You can't not talk about that.
Right?
It's such a big deal. No?
Let me ask you, honestly, do you actually think he's gonna make it?
Yes, I did. Because by the time they've invested that much money, he had to.
Not
He
even
has
that.
to.
He did it before.
The thing is, he had already done it.
He's already done
practice.
it numerous times, yeah.
For sure, that guy in practice had already done the one.
No, but you know they-
so that by the time that they were now
They were
hyping it, it was
guaranteed.
like, yo, this guy has already done this thing like 4 times.
Yeah.
But you know he tried and failed before.
Yes.
But that
I've
was
never
like
seen
2000
it.
and like something.
17,
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Nike.
Yeah, but still,
And
because
since then, they've been
he'd
trying.
been going to Vienna back and forth. So that's what I'm saying. He probably was able to do it at like 158, but they're
No
like,
one
let's
had
make it
put enough
safe.
money for
Let's say 159.
That
Enough money.
guy, you see how that guy could have kept running.
Yeah.
Like even after the guy
First he kept
crossed
going,
the
he
line.
got the flag and he kept going. I was like,
after he crossed the
bro.
line, he kept running. I was like, this guy will do 155. That's the next challenge.
Let me ask you though, what do you think will happen if someone like Bekele breaks the record in the next couple of months?
Don't say
No,
that.
No, I'm just saying by the way, because
I don't know if it's
this
the next couple of
this thing has been hyped up so much. I mean, it's a
Because
brilliant feature and
Kipchoge
everything.
Keino did say, like in 2007, he said no one can do it under 2 hours. That he's tried, nobody can ever do it. And then
Yeah.
this is happening.
Yeah.
So perhaps, let's...
But
No, but it'd be cool if someone broke the record though.
Not that soon.
Maybe cool is the wrong
Let him
word.
at least manage
It'd be
that.
interesting for sure.
Kenyan pride, and the people that hate it. There's someone was saying it's because of the kicks he's wearing.
I know, I
He's wearing
saw
this
that.
Nike Vapor Flies, and they're saying they're like sort of enhanced like the running
Yeah.
technique. But a lot of Kenyans were camping on that tweet, man.
But let me ask you this:
Yeah.
does technology matter?
Yes,
Because this thing wasn't it wasn't a
absolutely.
kawaida race. You know what I mean?
I think the human ability was the most important part because they couldn't just have picked anyone here and
Yeah,
put those shoes on you and be
Yeah.
like,
And then
run,
it's technology.
159.
Yeah.
Right? So I think his
that guy was
ability
running
matters.
barefooted.
Exactly.
Where
And you
he
can
grew
tell
up.
like the sport has taken a toll on
Okay,
him.
don't
You know,
know.
I didn't know he was 34. That guy does not look 34.
What does it look like?
64.
Yeah, he looks like life has like
somebody.
He's been through it.
They're knocking very hard.
Yeah. But
I
you
was
tell him,
so shocked. I
because
could
he
not
has like
believe it. The
zero
guy's
fat in his
34.
body.
Okay, what
Like,
does a 64-year-old look like, bro? That
Like
guy's
that
like
great.
him.
That's him.
That's like when you see like a 64-year-old who's been running.
How much of this thing, by the way, is marketing?
all of it.
All of it.
But it's good
good.
marketing.
Guys,
It's
it's
also
the
it's
name of
feel
the
good,
challenge.
and it's feel good marketing. That's why I'm okay with it. You know when it's just like marketing in my face,
Are they
just
called
throwing
Ineos?
signs.
And then the thing for
I
no
know.
limits, you know what I'm saying? Like I
Any
love
human
that.
has no
Like
limit.
no
You know, it's like
human has.
Lupita.
I mean, it was such a well scripted campaign.
I
You know
did feel bad
that
for
that made
Ruto.
everyone actually feel good. Like it
I
was
felt
just
bad
you
for
say-
Ruto because he came all the way.
Nobody even mentioned it.
He tried to give him the hand. He took off the hand. Like Ruto was out there standing here. He pushed him aside.
But you
went
know,
to the
nobody
wine.
even
We
mentioned
did a party for him afterwards, huh?
But still,
A party after party.
Rose shouldn't don't do that.
yeah, in fact,
You get anti party
No,
after
I
party.
think it was a
This is
good
where we
thing that
are.
he actually went. We shouldn't hate, guys.
Yeah, that's okay,
That, you know.
I think it was politicking and in a very tone deaf way.
Yeah, I think we've just become like just merchants of outrage.
Yeah.
Like we're constantly shopping for something to be.
Merchants
Right?
of outrage.
We're constantly
Shopping.
We're constantly shopping for something to be angry at.
Yes.
So in fact, we're angry that you're not angry at the same
Yes.
thing that we're angry about.
Yes. As
So I keep telling people that no one hates Kenyans more than Kenyan hates Kenyans.
That's true.
It's just no one.
Now I want to complain because a non-Kenyan is saying
No,
it.
no,
Now I know it's true.
Xenophobia.
But like,
Xenophobia.
But bro,
Xenophobia.
real talk, and the thing that's, remember we were having this discussion the last time, and it's just like, when you actually, I mean, for me, the few countries that I've traveled to in Africa, I'm always just like, man, Nairobi is so dope. You know, like, we have so much going for us. But it's like, we can't see it because it's like, we're caught up in this whole thing for like, you're just always mad. Like, you can't appreciate nothing. It's just like,
Because now, like Kipchoge, it was like Africans from, I have friends from all over Africa. And you could see like, it was just not a Kenyan thing, it was an African thing. I mean, globally, you had like football superstars talking about it.
Again, let me tell you, we'll take our kings, eh? You're the king.
Merchants.
This is yours. This is yours.
merchants of what now?
Outrage, Google it up.
Merchants of
Outrage.
outrage. You say something smart, you get the king.
Google it up.
So you're the king.
The only
You're
matches
the
I know is
king.
of
You're the
Venice.
king.
Nothing more about that.
yeah.
What else is happening? What else is going on?
Speaking of
Culture.
angry on Twitter,
Angry on Twitter, uh-huh.
I mean, I feel like we're all angry at gospel music
Okay.
because we
That's
don't
an
know how to
interesting
feel
one.
about it, right? Because I feel like in Kenya, it's that whole like pretending to be gospel musicians, but really, it's like socialites who add Jesus like one time in a 3-minute
Is
song.
that how you feel?
That's how I
Is that what people
feel.
say? Is that how you feel?
I mean, it's a KOT feeling, unfortunately.
That's our merchant.
That's who you retweeted, that's the, whatever that tweet was, you retweeted it.
Probably. Because like I am angry at the Kenyan music scene when it comes to gospel music because I feel like we've lost the idea of what gospel's supposed to be. I'm not the most like churchy I'm not like a Bible thumper, but I'm like if I want to listen to gospel music, I want to be uplifted. I don't want to be like, what's that? Nyonyo ya Yesu.
Yeah, my pose.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
an actual
Bana.
song.
Yes,
No,
Bana.
that wasn't Pussy.
I don't suppose it.
But it's a song.
Yes,
Nyonyo ya Yesu.
Oh, it was.
Yes.
Lamba nyonyo. Lamba
Lamba
nyonyo.
Nyonyo was.
Yeah.
Listening to radio stations.
Don't say that. I need a song.
You gotta tell her that.
What did you listen to?
Nyonyo ya Yesu.
It's called, no, it's called Lamba nyonyo.
Well, either way, there's like
TC,
stuff like that
what
going
do you
around.
think? What, I mean, there was this article in the paper,
in the
in the
Standard,
Pulse
yeah.
recently, yeah, about gospel music and it's lost its shine. I don't know. What do you think?
I think they're throwing the, you know, the, what do you call it?
Baby
the
with
baby,
the water.
baby with the water. There's definitely challenges there. You know, lifestyle challenges, some that have been public, of course. And I think there's a time where gospel music was lucrative. So that's tempting for people to just do that as a business and as enterprise. So I think they could have been characters that did that. There was definitely a disconnection of whether what they were singing about were deep-seated, heartfelt beliefs. There's definitely challenges. So I think the tone of the article, I read it, the tone could have been more malevolent
Are you asking?
Bro, you already have the thing, Bala.
Yeah, I know you're already.
It's fine.
That's how you stay king.
Just go
But I
on.
think but I think the tone could have been.
Are you asking a tabloid to be?
Good one.
Yeah. Are you asking them to be more balanced?
No, it's just sensational, right?
Okay, my problem is why I agreed with that article is because I feel like half the problem is that the Christian music fraternity doesn't call each other out. There's nobody who's staying accountable. Because I agree, there's probably some gospel musicians who are very genuine. They're called to do this. This is what they were meant to do. However, we hear stories about like sexual misconduct, about people beating each other up. There was videos of a gospel musician beating up a woman, and he released
gospel musician.
and he releases a song, nobody says anything, and instead more gospel musicians who are on the genuine side are collaborating with him still. I mean, when is
I think
it
what
enough?
you have to understand is, I mean, those who are grounded. I know a couple of gospel artists were actually grounded, but what has kept them grounded or accountable is that they're in a church where they're in a local community where their lifestyle is audited, not just what they're doing in the public eye, but their everyday life that we don't see. So I think that's part of the problem that happened in the gospel industry, that those people were just artists. Some of them are artists, but they were not, accountable in a local church.
Okay, I get that. I feel bad for those people, but the truth is, once you join this, you're a community. And even if you're grounded in your church, you're sitting there pretty, praising the Lord, you're still part of these other kids who are going around doing the most.
Linda,
so why aren't you calling them out?
My question though is, you know that thing they say for when a dog bites a man, that's not news. But if a man bites a dog, that's like some serious news. And I wonder if that's. I think. No, you had like two.
So he's just quoting something you actually came up with.
But I'm trying to figure out. Do you think this is a case of the news catching a man biting a dog?
Unfortunately, I don't.
You don't think so?
I don't think
Because
so.
I wonder if this is pervasive across the industry, or whether
There's a few bad apples.
Yeah, well, there's a few
But why are
really
they the
rotten
loudest
apples.
ones? Why are they the loudest ones? Why is it not that I'm seeing genuine Christian
But
musicians?
isn't that media for you? Isn't media always looking for
I
the
don't think-
loudest,
No,
the story
I don't
that
think
sells?
That's what it is. I don't think that's what it is. I feel like a lot of the Christian fraternity kind of either just comes out to say when something is wrong, when it has nothing to do with them, and then they're quiet when it is someone close to home. So I think they should be louder. They should be calling each other out. They should call each other. Even like personally call this guy and be like, bro, that ain't it. That ain't it. Because I see them being allowed.
I'd like us to do this conversation with like a gospel artist present. Like someone who's part of the community, part of the fraternity, and kind of just hear from them what they think. You know what I mean? Like what they think is going on, what they feel is going on. Because I feel like some of us have a front row seat, some of us have a back row seat. And so it'd be cool on Take Out Kings to say, let's get someone here and let's have that conversation. But I have another question for you guys. Along the same lines, Kanye West.
Yeezy.
Yeezy.
Jesus. Yeezus.
Yeezus.